Today is another exceptional opportunity to interview an incredible person. She's interesting, she's informative, she's inspirational. Her name is Sarah Irving-Stonebraker. She's a professor of history and Western civilization in Australia Catholic University in North Sydney. She is currently co-editor of the Journal of Religious History. She received her PhD in history from the University of Cambridge. She held a research fellowship at the University of Oxford. I want to start by asking you about the import of the title of your book, Priests of History. It's an intriguing title, and I love titles. Good titles. I've written over 20 books myself, and good titles is what capture the imagination of people and cause people to read books.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Hank. It's so wonderful to be here and to talk to you. Yeah. So the title of my book is actually one that sort of reflects quite a deep kind of personal way of thinking about history and also, of course, about my faith. So Priests of History encapsulates the fact that when as Christians we think about the past, I think that we're actually called to do a kind of priestly work in the very New Testament sense. We're called to be a royal priesthood, and as Luther, paraphrasing the first letter of Peter there, priesthood of all believers. And what I think that means is, in relation to history, is that we're actually called to tend and to keep the past, to steward the past for God's glory. And so Priests of History kind of encapsulates that idea. But I guess the kind of broader sense there too is that I think now that's particularly important because we're living in a cultural moment that I call this ahistoric age, because I think increasingly in society, and I also think to some extent these ideas of ahistoricism, a kind of rejection of history, thinking that history is irrelevant, they do sometimes, I think, creep into the church as well. And so I think it's even more important to have this kind of idea that actually Christians are called to steward the past, to be a kind of a priest of history, tending and keeping the past or stewarding it in an ahistoric age for God's glory.